Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. Today we are looking at the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Maximum. This year, Apple focused heavily on the camera system, especially for people who use their phone for photography and video. I recorded this whole review using these phones, so you can see the results yourself as we go through the details. The first thing to talk about is the new selfie camera. For years, the front camera always felt weaker compared to the back. The quality was softer, the dynamic range was lower, and noise was easy to notice. This time Apple gave it a big upgrade. It now uses a square sensor. That means you no longer have to think about vertical or horizontal framing. The phone automatically adjusts without needing to rotate. The sensor is also larger, which improves image quality a lot. With 18 megapixels, selfies now look closer to what you get from the rear cameras. Even in low light, details are stronger, and colors look more natural. Another addition is center stage. You might know this from iPads. It keeps your face centered during a video call as you move around. In testing, it worked, but not perfectly. Sometimes it failed to detect people in the background or zoomed incorrectly. I personally turned it off, but many users will find it convenient. There's also a neat audio trick. With iOS 26, you can now pair AirPods directly to the camera app. This allows you to record audio wirelessly while shooting video. The sound quality is surprisingly clear, making AirPods a backup wireless mic when you don't want to carry extra gear. This change opens up easier ways for creators to capture content on the go. Apple also redesigned the camera app. It looks simpler with fewer distractions. The default options show only photo and video, and you swipe for the rest. I still think Apple should let people hide modes they never use, like portrait mode, since you can always apply it later. Spatial photos are also new this year. AI can convert normal photos into spatial ones, and the effect looks real, though I don't use it often. What I do appreciate is that Apple hasn't put generative AI into the camera app. Photos remain true to what you capture. But I wish they added verification tools like C2PA, which confirm whether an image is authentic or altered. That would help photographers trust their work. On the other hand, Apple still needs to improve the cleanup tool in the Photos app. Competitors do a better job at removing unwanted objects, and here Apple feels behind. Now let's talk about the main camera. Apple added more focal lengths this year. Instead of just switching between wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto, you get more control. The iPhone 17 Pro offers native 24, 28, and 35mm options. If you shoot in Pro RAW, you get even more. There's also a 48mm option that acts like a standard lens, which many photographers love. These choices give you flexibility without carrying multiple cameras. The main sensor is larger this year and handles light better. In daylight, photos look sharp with balanced colors. Skin tones are natural, and highlights stay under control. At night, the larger sensor picks up more detail with less noise. Compared to the iPhone 16 Pro, shadows look cleaner, and colors are less washed out. For video, Apple kept its strong lead. Stabilization is excellent, and dynamic range is wide. Recording in Dolby Vision HDR still looks stunning. The Pro Max model gets an exclusive upgrade with the telephoto lens. Last year, Apple introduced a 5x zoom only on the Pro Maximum. This year they improved it again. The lens now works better in low light and produces sharper results. Zoomed shots look more natural, and details hold up even when cropped. This is the biggest reason to choose the Pro Max if you care about photography. Macro photography also benefits from the improved ultra-wide lens. Close-up shots of flowers, textures, or small objects now show more depth and sharpness. The transition from macro to normal mode feels smoother, with less hunting. Video recording also gets a boost with new options. You can now shoot ProRes video in 8K resolution, though only at 30 frames per second. The files are large, but for professionals, this means more editing freedom. Cinematic mode also supports higher resolution this year, making it more useful. And with the ability to plug in external storage through USB-C, creators can record directly without filling internal memory. The display also plays a role in photography. The iPhone 17 Pro comes with a brighter Super Retina XDR display. It reaches up to 3000 nits outdoors, making it easier to see your shots in sunlight. Colors are accurate, and the promotion refresh rate keeps everything smooth. Editing photos or videos directly on the phone feels natural because of this screen quality. Performance comes from the new A19 Pro chip. It uses a 3nm process, making it faster and more efficient. For photography, the image signal processor is key. It handles computational tasks like HDR, night mode, and deep fusion. The speed increase means less lag when switching lenses or shooting bursts. For video editing, the chip handles multiple layers without dropping frames. Battery life is also better this year. Apple claims small improvements, but in real use, it lasts longer than the iPhone 16 Pro. Shooting 4K video drains the battery quickly, but the larger efficiency gains mean you can film for longer before charging. And with USB-C, charging is faster, and you can connect accessories more easily. The design hasn't changed much. The titanium frame introduced last year remains. It keeps the phone strong yet lighter than older stainless steel models. The matte glass back looks elegant and resists fingerprints better. The phones come in new colors this year, including a deeper blue and a titanium gray. They feel premium in hand, but still very familiar if you've used last year's model. Durability is also strong. The phones use ceramic shield on the front and are water-resistant up to 6 meters for 30 minutes. For creators who work outdoors, this adds confidence. You don't have to worry as much about drops or rain. One of the most exciting small features is the improved action button. Last year it replaced the mute switch, but now it is more customizable. You can set it to open the camera, record voice memos, or even trigger shortcuts. For photographers, setting it to open the camera instantly is the most useful. It saves time when you need to capture a moment quickly. The storage options remain the same, starting at 128 GB and going up to 1 TB. But with 8K video recording, larger storage makes more sense. Many professionals will prefer at least 512 GB if they plan to shoot ProRes often. Connectivity also improved. Wi-Fi 7 support brings faster speeds, and 5G coverage remains excellent. For sharing large photo or video files, this makes a real difference. AirDrop now works with larger file sizes more smoothly, and transferring to a Mac or iPad feels quicker. Audio on the iPhone 17 Pro is also worth mentioning. The stereo speakers are louder and clearer, making it easier to review video footage without headphones. And spatial audio with AirPods creates an immersive listening experience when editing or just watching content. Another subtle but important update is in the thermal system. Apple improved cooling inside the phone. This helps during long recording sessions or while editing videos. The phone stays cooler and avoids performance drops, which was a complaint with earlier models. For people who edit on the go, Final Cut Pro is now available on iPhone with iOS 26. Combined with the processing power and display, this creates a full editing workflow right on your phone. You can shoot, edit, and export professional video without touching a computer. Overall, the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max are built for creators. The camera upgrades are meaningful, especially the new selfie lens and the Pro Max telephoto improvements. The video features push mobile filmmaking even further. The performance is strong, the display is outstanding, and the build feels premium. But it's not perfect. Center stage isn't always reliable, cleanup tools in photos are weak, and some features like 8K video will only matter to professionals. For many people, the iPhone 16 Pro is still very capable. But if photography or videography is your main focus, the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max deliver some of the best results you can get from a phone today. That's my full experience with these devices. They aren't revolutionary, but they refine almost everything that matters to creators. If you want the best iPhone camera yet, these are the ones to get.